So tons of people are playing Silksong right now and having an absolute blast with it. I think 2025 is going to go down in history as one of the greatest years in gaming. You know, years like 2011, 2008. I don't know if it'll ever dethrone my beloved, 2004, but years like 1998. I can definitely look back on my best years playing video games and confidently say 2025 is one of the best. I doubt this is a hot take. If you play a lot of indie games, you're probably in nirvana right now. Right after I'm done with Shinobi, I'm probably gonna jump right into Silksong. But today, I just wanted to do another one of those videos where I just go through and show off some awesome indie games that are coming out soon. Or might already be out. I know at least one of them has dropped while I was making this list. But let's not drag out the intro. The indie games floodgates have been opened. I hope you can swim. Starting off with Withersworn. Alright, so we got badass character design, gotta have the cape, riding across the sand on a hoverboard, a grapple hook with Spider-Man web-slinging like physics, and giant Shadow of the Colossus-sized boss fights. I think what we're witnessing here is another indie banger, at least for me. I don't know about you, but this type of game checks all my boxes. Now, we don't have a release date yet. It's being made by a solo developer, so I'm expecting this one to be pretty far out still. But it's not like we don't have 1,000 games to get through already in this backlog of ours. So it's on my wish list. It's my front log, you could say. Now, here's one that reminds me of something that I would have played on the GameCube back in the day, and that's Abyss X Zero. Now, at first I thought this was going to be purely a character action hack and slash type of game, until I started seeing dungeon key doors, puzzles, grappling hooks. Again, you can never have enough grappling hooks. And this one has me pretty excited because it's being made by Studio Pixel Punk, the same studio that made Unsighted. Ho, and it was a really damn good Metroidvania. Now, it looks like they're going for a 3D classic Zelda mixed with hack and slash, and I'm all for it. Ever since Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I've really been itching for a classic dungeon style type of game without all the open world exploration. Seriously, Nintendo, bring back that old school linear tool-based progression, item-based progression that made the franchise feel so unique. Anyways, pretty excited for Abyss X Zero. Continuing with the Nintendo motif, we have Wild Blue, and this is basically a modern take on Star Fox. And again, keep them coming, because if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I'm more than happy to play an indie game that's inspired by some of my favorite Nintendo classics.
Coming up on the islands.
Uh-oh, we've got company! Thanks, Chloe. I thought I was done for.
Alright, now here's the part of the video where I get demonetized, but I don't really care because I just want to show off some cool shit for you guys. Dead as Disco is a rhythm-based beat-em-up with Batman Arkham-style combat. And what's awesome about this game, I played the demo and they let you use your own library in this game, your own music, and the combat is in sync with any music file you put in it. When I played the demo, in the endless mode, I had Jet Set Radio soundtrack playing, and I was shocked by how dynamic the combat was. Seriously, it was awesome, beat for beat to the music.
I'm gonna make you wish you stayed dead. Let's rock!
Okay, Star Racer is one I had on my wish list for a while, and I kind of forgot about it. So when I came back to it today to get footage for this video, I was surprised to see it was already out. It's a $10 indie, even comes with a demo so you can play it before you buy, and what can I say? It's more F-Zero, which again, Nintendo classics, they're just that good, so I'm not surprised when indies trying to modernize them. So, Extreme Formula, Aero GPX, and now Star Racer. I'm in futuristic racing heaven right now. Here's one you probably already know about, but I'm going to mention it anyways. I have not seen a more ambitious game of this scope since No Man's Sky released and disappointed the world. Hopefully this doesn't happen with Beta Decay, and if it does, hopefully they go the Hello Games route, give it that treatment and redeem yourselves, because this game, it just looks too ambitious for its own good. It looks awesome as hell though. It's an open world survival game where you can ride around on mechs, build spaceships, join factions, possibly travel space from what I'm hearing. Supposedly it has an in-depth economy system. This game just has so many things in its marketing and it just screams too ambitious. But it looks amazing. I love the low poly aesthetics. The combat looks super chaotic and tactical. I'm excited, but I'm also skeptical at the same time. Now let's wind down a little bit with a smaller game. This right here is Maple Forest, and it looks like it's going for this Game Boy monochrome look. I think that's what it's called, monochrome, right? And I'm super nostalgic for the Game Boy. I also love Link's Awakening, which it seems to be inspired by. And seeing this little fox character, it makes me think, what if you took Tunic and shrunk it down to a Game Boy cartridge? Obviously, seeing the art style and gameplay, this game would melt my Game Boy and set my pockets on fire. But it's just like Shovel Knight, even though I know in the back of my mind that the NES would explode trying to run it, it perfectly captures that feeling. Anyways, Maple Forest, on my radar, can't wait for it. Alright, I talked about this game 100 times already. I don't know if people are sick of hearing it yet, but the big catch, it's amazing. There's a demo for it, and there is so much content in it, it feels like a full game. This is by far the game I'm most excited for on our little list here. It's an open world 3D platformer, tons of movement mechanics and parkour, S-tier level design too. It feels like you're in a massive playground in this game, and I highly recommend you go download this demo. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. If you're into 3D platformers, even a little, you're gonna want this game when it comes out. Neon Inferno is a game I just found out about, And perfect timing too, because it comes out next month. Badass run and gunner, where you get to fight enemies in the foreground as well as right in front of you. Looks like it's going to be a pretty challenging too, but I've never seen anything like it. You know, the whole shooting at enemies in the foreground. This is what I'm talking about. I love when indies take a tried and true formula and just add a unique spin on it. That's all you gotta do. Just make a good game. You know, if it's like other games, just make it unique a little bit. But anyways, I'm excited for this game too. Last but not least, we have Duskfade. This game looks like something you would see from Toys for Bob. It's got this almost Pixar art style, and watching the combat reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts in a way, which I don't know if there was any inspiration there, but this definitely looks like a really whimsical fairy tale 3D platformer with hack and slash combat. I'm excited to see what it is. I just saw a 7-minute gameplay showcase of it, and man, the level design has tons of variety to it. This one doesn't come out until next year though, but like I said, you know, with the first game, I got a backlog. The wish list, it's just the front log. There's tons of games to be excited for, but playing the backlog, it's just as exciting. But that's it for me. I'll catch you in the next video. Later.